Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and the business to help them make a buying decision. Before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of the business. It is a dropshipping business created in August of 2020 in the culinary niche. The average monthly revenue for the business is $20,285 and makes an average of $2,968 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are primary domain and all site content and files, 3 additional domains which are inactive, supplier relationships, social media accounts and pages, which is Facebook and Instagram, an email list of around 350 subscribers, and a Shopify store with 165 SKUs. So for everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 56521 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a brief overview of the business for sale. Let's hear from the seller with me today. So welcome to the show, Eric. How are you doing today?
I'm great. Thanks, Nick. How are you today?
I'm doing great, and I'm looking forward to learning more about you and your business. So to start us off, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses or this business?
Well, my background about businesses online was I start with eBay back in 2016. I did some eBay dropshipping. I learned a lot. After that, I tried Amazon dropshipping. I've learned a lot in that platform as well. And then I jumped into Shopify dropshipping, and I did a course. It's called the Dropshipping Lifestyle with Anton Crowley, and really enjoyed that course. By the way, I recommend that course to everyone who wants to learn more about dropshipping. And yeah, I did the course, and I found a niche in the kitchen equipment, I would say machine for commercial and residential. And yeah, I just jumped on it, and the niche was good. It was in demand in Canada. And so I designed the store, contact suppliers, get approved. And here I am 1 year later, and the business doing really great. And yeah.
Yeah, seriously, it's only been 1 year, and it seems like you've made some great progress with this business. So that being the case, why are you deciding to sell the business now instead of keeping it and growing it?
Actually, I'm working on another type of online store, but more on the private label brand side. So it's a personal project of mine that I've been waiting and to work on it. And now finally we are able to explore and work on this new project of mine. So I'm excited about that. And, that's the thing that I'm missing time to work on the store that I have right now. And that's the reason why I would prefer give the opportunity to someone else to take over to the store that I have right now and keep growing this business that I'm selling at the moment. But yeah, I'm just interested in another project more at the moment. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, I think it is a natural progression to go from drop shipping and to understand how to just manage an e-commerce operation and then consider going private labels. So yeah, I get that.
I learned a lot with dropshipping, with my eBay experience, Amazon experience, and also Shopify experience. And yeah, so I want to move to start my own private label brand. And the niche that I have right now with the store, I'm not really into these products, but I know myself and I really believe that there's a big potential with the niche that I choose for my store right now. So the next who wants to take over, I'm sure that they will do good. And if they enjoy these equipment machine for restoration and kitchen, I think that they could start their own brand as well,
So you mentioned that with your time on eBay and Amazon dropshipping, and now with the Shopify dropshipping store, that you learned a lot So, what would you say you learned from building this that just seemed to work and maybe contributed to the success that you're seeing with this store?
The course, first of all, that I did with Dropship Lifestyle really helped me. And we learn a lot about like online design and also the digital marketing side. We use Google Ads for most of our ads. And so, yeah, I learned a lot in that field, the marketing side, and also the design of the store. I just think that it's a user friendly store that when you come into the store, you don't feel like that you're going to get scammed or that is something wrong with that store.
Looks like a professional look to it. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I think that the site look professional and there's the phone numbers right in the header on the right side so people can always call. And yeah, so I think it's a friendly user store that everybody is welcome, and I'm always there answering the phone if anybody have question about these machines. And I'm working 7 days a week. I answer the phone whenever the phone ring, and I make sure that my customer are happy and satisfied with the service that I give to them.
Got it. So that actually gets into one of the next questions, which is, can you describe the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it? It sounds like you answer some customer phone calls.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you do, or did you want to talk more about that?
Sometimes I could optimize the store with like product listing or description listing. Other than that, of course, customer service, it's really important. Answering the phone, answering emails, follow up with like potential customer. And yeah, that's probably about it. And the ads, I go check my Google ad account maybe once a week just to make sure that everything's running good. But it's pretty much it. It's like 3-4 hour a week placing orders and answering email, answering phone call. And yeah, that's about it.
Okay, nice. I'm almost forget. So like if you're selling on Amazon, you already have that customer support built in and you have a website that people already recognize. So yeah, with the Shopify side, it's important to build that trust and to make sure that you're accessible for customer support. So it's good to hear that you have that built in.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
Since I started the online store, we only selling in Canada for now. But if I would have want to expand the business, for sure I would have go to the United States. And I'm already plugged in with all the supplier that I'm working with in Canada, but in the US, again, didn't have time to create the new store for the US. But I already got connection with almost all the supplier in the US. So I could have started like building the infrastructure for the new store on the US side, but I'm working on another business right now, so I didn't have time to do it. But for the one who's going to take over, I think US would be my next move. And then if you are really interested in these products, you could just like start your own private label brand and start having your own machine and compete with the other competitor. I think that would be the way I would have gone through.
Nice. So expanding internationally to the US and private labeling. Awesome. All right. So those were some great opportunities. Of course, with any business that has opportunity, there's also risk. So what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Biggest risks, I would say, when online store running their ads with Google or any other platform, Facebook ads or Instagram ads, you're always in a risk of your account get shut down or things like that, right? So you have to make sure that your account's running good. So that's what I do every week. Every other day, I would go to my Google account and make sure that everything is in order, and that's it. But I would say that's the only risk that I could see like happen if you don't check your Google account or other platform that you use for ads. That can be risky if you don't check and it gets shut down. Then that could be bad for your store.
Yeah, so pretty much when you're reliant on any third-party platform, any seller has to worry about that risk of just making sure they're staying in alignment with their terms of service pretty much. So yeah, it sounds like a pretty common risk. All right, some final questions here. How much support are you willing to offer buyers?
I would say like I'm willing to give them like 30-day support, email, phone call, anytime. as they want. And yeah, I'm open to help them like for anything they need.
Okay.
And any question, I'm there to help.
Okay. Sounds good. And would you commit to a non-compete?
Yes, I will. Yep.
Okay. And are you open to something like an earnout payment structure?
I would prefer the full amount, but I'm willing and open to discuss with the potential buyer for maybe 80% of the amount upfront and then the rest over time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And last two questions. Putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
I would say with the pandemic, these type of machine that we're selling for restoration, for commercial, residential, even home user, I think that these type of machine with the pandemic and all happen at the moment in the world, these machines are really helpful and they doing great in these times. And it's a way of conserving your food more efficiently and more fresh. So I think that these machines that we sell in our store, I think it's the future. It's going to be there forever, for a long time, for sure. And a restaurant like it, home user, chef like it. And yeah, I think there's big potential for the future for that niche, specific niche that we're in.
Great. All right. Last question. Is there anything that you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
Yeah, I got like 12 supplier. I build relationship with each of them for the last year. And they have many other products that could be profitable for someone who buy this store. And yeah, I think there's lots of opportunity other than that specific niche on our store right now. From these supplier, there's many other opportunity that could be profitable for a potential buyer with them. So I would say that,
Nice.
yeah, I think that with the store that we have right now is doing great. And I think that is going to continue to doing amazing. And if the buyer wants to explore another niche with different product from our supplier, I think if they have time, if they want to get involved in other like niche products, they got like a great collection of other interesting product that I found with them. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Well, I think that's the perfect place to wrap this up here. So, Eric, thank you so much for sharing your story and joining us on today's episode. And yeah, I hope your business is purchased in the near future and by the right buyer.
Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, thanks, Nick.
Absolutely. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 56521. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you unlock this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.